Hi everyone! I want to talk about some of the biggest takeaways I had from this course, Defining Client Needs. Overall, I feel like I absorbed so much information, but when reflecting back on everything we have learned, there were really three big standouts for me. The first takeaway came from the Foundations of Typography course with Ina Saltz. She really discussed so much important information that I really feel I'll be able to use. But one of the biggest things I learned was how to combine certain typefaces. For example, she said keep fonts within the same family, just vary the width and weight to create cohesiveness. But in this example of the Much Ado About Nothing poster, I went with one of her opposite tactics. As you can see, I selected two very opposing typefaces to create harmony through their differentiation. The text type is very modern, unimposing, and somber, but by contrast, the display type is very playful and dynamic. I was trying to reflect the comedic contrast in the title, Much Ado About Nothing. This Much Ado About Nothing poster met the client needs by developing a specific call to action that would hopefully generate a better return. The second big takeaway that I had came up a couple times throughout this course, the first being in Simon Sinek's TED Talk, How Great Leaders Inspire Action. He talks about the golden circle, which starts with the why, expands to the how, and ultimately covers the what. He says most companies work from the outside in, when in reality successful companies work from the inside out. This is also covered in Marty Neumeier's book, The Brand Gap. He references Greg Colley of Creative Capital and his three questions: who are you, what do you do, and why does it matter? Although this lesson may not have an immediate visual impact on my work from this course, it has really helped me in my current job. The third biggest takeaway I had is also probably the most impactful. It came from Sean Adams' course, Foundations of Layout and Composition. Sean Adams says to use balance and tension to create a dynamic layout that is filled with energy. Now, I'll admit, after watching this course, Sean Adams called out some specific design faux pas that I'm definitely guilty of. You can even see a couple of them here in my sketch from the Romeo and Juliet poster. My previous sketch definitely followed the thermometer effect, which Sean Adams warns against. Everything is lined up directly down the center. And here is my final poster. I used balance by balancing the colors a little bit better than in the initial sketch. I also tried to create a little bit of tension by not aligning all the text directly down the middle. Overall, I still have a really long way to go and a lot to learn, but this class has helped me learn how to discover clients' needs, meet them, and even expand upon them. See you all next month. Bye.